guys, welcome to my channel Beauty and Beyond. If you're wondering why I'm looking like this, because I will be comparing two brands today, two very affordable brands जिसके prices इतने ज़्यादा सस्ते हैं that I love these brands. So on the left side I have Inside Cosmetics and on the right side I have Mars. I will be doing a full face of makeup using only these two brands. I'll mention the prices, shades and everything in the video. This is going to be an interesting one and you will get an idea which brand is better. So let's start with the video. I don't really have a primer from Inside, so I will be using this illuminating primer from Mars on both sides of my face. It gives you a very sheer silvery kind of a glow. I think you can see on my face, but it has a very strong chemical kind of a smell. These are the two foundations that I have. Both of them are matte foundations, but the shades are poles apart, I have to say. I was wrong in picking up the shades. The Mars one is 03 Warm Nude. Even though I need warm shades, this is very light for me. And the Inside one is in 04 Nude Beige. This is closer to my shade, but I feel it's a bit dark for me. On this side I'm putting the Mars one and on this side I'm putting the Inside one. You can see how light this is and this is closer to my shade. So this is the coverage you get after one layer. I told you the shades will not match in any way, but coming to the coverage of the foundation, I think the Inside one has a little bit more coverage than the Mars one, but both of them has a pretty light coverage. I have two concealers from Inside. One is this lighter color and then another one is the darker one which has more yellow undertones. This is the Mars concealer. This is the Inside HD concealer. The sponge of this concealer was broken, so it is not of a good quality. Okay, all the shades are very different from each other, but I think this one will not go at all because it has a lot of orange undertones. So I will be going with this one. This is the Mars one and then this is the Inside. Okay, I think this lighting is better and the difference is more visible. So I will be using only this light and not the ring light. You can instantly see that the coverage of the Mars concealer is better than the Inside concealer because it looks very light on the skin and this one has a thick kind of a coverage. For some reason I feel that this Inside concealer is burning under my eyes. It does happen with other concealers also, like not every concealer but some concealers does burn under your eyes, so it's not uncommon but still it should not be like this. Both the concealers were okay as the shades were very close to their respective foundations. I think they have matched the skin tone and the foundation tone very nicely. But I feel that the Mars one has a better coverage than the Inside one. But the Inside one is creasing a little less than the Mars one. Although both of them will crease right now because I have not set them. Also, do you see that the illuminating primer that I have used is still peeking through the foundation and the concealer and everything? I love that primer. Now it's time to set the face, for which I have these two options. Both of them are loose powders. But again, there is a difference. One is a banana powder or yellow powder and another one is a white powder. I use mostly this white powder for my under eyes and banana powder for my whole face. But today I'm going to be using them side by side. So this is the finish of both the powders. They have a very smooth kind of a finish. None of them are grainy or anything. But as I told you, I prefer the Mars one for setting my under eyes and on the lids. And I prefer the Inside one for the rest of my face. Just because of one reason, the Mars one has a white kind of a tint. So when you apply it on your whole face, it might give a whitish kind of a feel. So that is why I prefer the banana powder or the inside powder for the rest of my face. Now I did not have any contour or blush from both the brands, so I just went with my favorite one. Now coming to the highlighter. For highlighters, I have these two. Both of them are cream highlighters. One comes in this golden kind of a shade, and then the Mars one has this pink kind of a shade. It also comes with a sponge to blend it out. I will be applying both of these with my fingers. First the Mars one. I have powder, so I'm not sure how well these cream highlighters will blend. Okay, I have to say this one is looking pretty good. And even on top of powder, it blended so well, it looks very natural. Now the inside one. Even this looks so glowy and it blended so well, no patchiness, nothing. Both of the highlighters are great for their prices. I cannot really decide right now which one I like more because both of the shades, even the shades are so pretty. So I like both of them, to be honest. The finish of the Mars highlighter is oily, but this one is not that oily. It has more of a matte finish. I also had this brick highlighter from Mars which I did not use today, because from inside I only had that cream highlighter, but if you want you can try out this brick highlighter. The shades are very pretty and they work great as highlighters. Moving on to my favorite part, which is the eye look. Now I have two palettes from Mars. I have a lot of palettes from Mars actually, but I can't find them right now. I have these two with me and I have individual review on these two palettes. If you want you can check those out. So one is this colorful kind of a palette that I have. Then another one is kind of an icy blue which has more blue and grey kind of tones. This is a multi-use loose eyeshadow which it has a chrome kind of an effect. It has shift of colors between blue and green or yellow. And then I have this metallic eyeshadow which is a similar kind of a shade. It also has this shift of yellow and blue, but the problem with this is that again the sponge of this is broken, so it's really difficult to pick it up now. I will be going with this palette in the variant 04 because it is similar to this eyeshadow and I can at least make both the eyes match. I will be keeping the eye look very simple. I will only use this and this shade because inside में मेरे पास सिर्फ दो products है, so I cannot do a lot of variations with it. And wing it out like this. Now I took the same shade and blended it out a little. Now I will take this shimmery blue and I will apply it all over my eyelids. The matte shade was not really pigmented, but this shimmer shade has a lot of pigment and shine. The shimmers did have a little bit of fallout, so I will just clean it off. For this eye, I will be using this liquid eyeshadow for my whole eyelid. I applied the same blue shade from Mars on my left eye crease also because otherwise it would have looked very different from each other. So I just applied that. Now I'm taking this Insight liquid eyeshadow and I will put it on my eyelids. Problem with this is that I feel it has dried up a little bit. So I don't know how much pigment I'll get out of it. Now I will take this loose eyeshadow and apply it only on the middle of my eyelid. I completely forgot to show you these two mascaras that I have got. The Insight one comes with this spoolie and brush on one side. These are the two wands that I have got. This is a straight wand. This is from Insight, and then the Mars has this curve kind of a wand. Let's see how these two perform. I'll comb my lashes with the brush that it has. It will help in separating the lashes nicely. I don't know if you can see, but this Mars mascara is very clumpy. It is clumping all my lashes. It is not doing anything. It is not lengthening it or volumizing it. It is just clumping my lashes together. The Insight one is better in that sense because it is at least lengthening my lashes. It did not add any volume. So all in all, I did not like both the mascaras. Both of them are matte lipsticks. I thought these two will be of similar shades, so I will be using these two on my lips today. By the way, I do have separate reviews on both the lipsticks. You can check that out. After doing a full face of makeup and using this product since a long period of time, I have understood that both the quality of both the brands is very similar. Like, you cannot expect really high quality out of these brands, so you can make do with these products. They are not the best, but they are not bad. Now let me do a quick comparison of the products. As I told you, both the brands are neither very good nor very bad, so I will just tell you which one I prefer out of the two. Coming to the foundation, I do feel the Insight foundation wins in this one. The Mars foundation is a little bit drying, so you need to moisturize it very well. Whereas this one, I feel that the shade was similar to my skin's shade, and also the coverage of this is pretty lightweight and natural, so you can use it for a daily basis. For the concealers, I did feel that the Mars concealer has a better coverage than the Insight concealer, so this one wins in this. For the highlighter, I really could not pick which one is better, but if you have oily skin, I think Insight one will be better for you because it gives a matte kind of a finish. With the Mars one, it is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but still it has more oily kind of a finish. Coming to the lipstick, both of them are matte, but the Insight one is a bit sticky, whereas the Mars one is completely matte, and both of them are transfer proof. For the eyeshadows, of course, I'll have to go with Mars because they have like complete palettes, and Insight only has this single eyeshadows, and the quality of them are really not good. They are very powdery, patchy and all of that, so you need to do a lot of effort to use these eyeshadows, whereas the Mars eyeshadow is good, but again the pigmentation of some of the matte shadows are not that good of Mars, but still the palette and the color combination is really good. I like both the loose powders, but if I have to choose, I will choose the Mars one because I use it on a daily basis, and this is my second tub, so you know how much I love it for my under eyes, but this one is good for setting your whole face. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such video, and I'll see you next week with another video. Take care till then. Tata.